Today, I would like to speak to you guys about experiencing experiences and building power from the interpretation of your experiences. Let me tell y'all something really quick. Everything that you go through in life, everything that you experience is part of the destiny cycle that you must go through, obviously. So all of your experiences are a collection. Your experiences are a collection of ideas, perceptions, and experiences that you go through. Now, these experiences, they have to be processed correct. Correct. They got to be. And the reason that it has to be processed correctly is because if you don't properly interpret the experience, then you're going to miss the sign and omen. God be giving signs and omens. Once upon a time, let's say this. Let's say you moved in with somebody, right? You moved in with someone, okay? And 2 weeks later, boom! The whole place explodes into a fiery flame. And you'd be like, God, was that you? Well, honestly, it was. And you missed the sign and the omen. You see? Things that happen to us in life and what we go through in life is a picture, an image of what's in our destiny. Because everything that we go through is meant to shape, mold, and form us into higher spiritual level beings. Okay? A lot of us has been taught that in order to challenge, in order to rectify, in order to change or transmute energy, that we must use the forces of nature, which is true. The forces of nature is here. This is nature. This is the expression of God on the physical plane. But God is beyond this. He's omnipresent. It's he, she, it. It's omnipresent. It's everywhere at the same time. Okay? So when we step into nature and we gather elements, what exactly are you doing? Because some of us focus more on gathering the elements, the leaves from the trees, the dirt, the crystals, the stones. We're believed, we believe. We're taught to take these things and channel our energy into these things when we haven't really discovered even how to channel our own energy from ground zero. So it's very important, right, that before you step into any type of ritualization, you have to step into actualization first. The actualization you step into is realizing your own power, your own ability. That's the most important thing here. Realizing your own power, realizing your own ability, realizing your own capabilities. Because everyone is capable. You know, I was doing some research, right? And I was studying about the Hiyoka medicine man. I think it's from the Sioux tribe. I don't know if I pronounced that word correctly. Forgive me. The tribe, the tribe of people that have this medicine man, right? It's a medicine man, a particular type of medicine man that's supposed to be rare in this particular tribe. It's called a Hiyoka. Today, a lot of people use the term under Hiyoka empaths. Hiyoka empaths are the type of empaths that have rude awakenings. Because legend has it that these particular type of Hiyoka empaths are, I would say, outcasted because of their level of intuition is so strong that they're outcasted, they're cast to the side. Well, the topic of this video is about the power of your experiences for those who asked, okay? And right now we're talking about the Hiyoka empath. because it's a rare type of empath. That empath has the ability to see things way before they happen. That empath has the ability to feel things before the person that's going to feel it even feels it. That makes a lot of sense here. They have the Hiyoka empaths actually can feel your feelings before you even get to feeling them. Because the Hiyoka empath's consciousness, it lives in the future. So they can dissect, feel any types of energies before you even tap into that energy. It's similar to saying, you know what a person is going to think before they think it. There are many different levels of empath, but legend has it that the Hiyoka is the highest level. And those are the types of empaths that people don't understand because they are weird. You see? They're weird. They live in an unorthodox reality. Doesn't mean that that unorthodox reality is a bad reality. It's just different from the normalcy and the programmings of the normalcy that we have been accustomed to. That's all. You see? So this type of empath, he has the ability, he or she has the ability to see things way before they manifest, to see things happening that their eyes don't see, but you see it. Your eyes don't have to see it. Your intuition perceives it. And it's the great trust in your intuition that leads you to developing high intuitive skills. See, many of us don't believe our intuitions. That's why we have to go and get confirmation from somewhere else. Confirmation comes from God. It doesn't come from man. So when people call me, right, they be like, medicine man, I need confirmation on this. I ask them, how do you already feel? What do you already perceive? Where is your intuition right now with the issue you're asking me to confirm for you? Yes, I can use my vision and I can see what you have going on. And I can give you the best instructions from what I see you have going on. I can give you the best instructions based off the paradigm of the experiences and the lessons I've learned. This is what makes a very powerful life coach. This is what makes a very powerful spiritualist. Someone who's been groomed and grafted through experiences, through lessons. These are the type of people that have really transcended through and walked through different realms. So you understand the workings of each realm you're in. You understand the workings of each world you're moving in. And when I say you understand it, you understand the mentalities that exist in various worlds. And we talk about various worlds. We're talking about from the childhood realm to the adolescent realm, to the adult realm, to the street realm, to the business realm, to the family realm. All of these are different realities. And all of these realities are actually in contradiction to one another. Because the philosophy of the streets and the philosophy of good-minded people are different. So as the Hiyoka awakens himself or herself in this matrix, we got to realize that we have to let loose the mentalities that we brought from previous realms. But you also have to understand as a high-functioning empath that those perceptions that you bring to the new world you're creating for yourself doesn't work there. You see, when you level up, when you reach the next level of life, those perceptions that you brought from there, you can't bring. Many of us has made that mistake. Many of us has made the mistake of choosing people to walk our paths with us. That doesn't work either. Because when you come into this world, you come into this world as an individual. You're coming through this world naked. Through the womb, you come in naked. You leave naked. We tend to learn to cover ourselves with clothes, cover ourselves with jewelry, cover ourselves with makeup. We learn to cover ourselves. But the reality is, once our nakedness becomes awakened, the need to cover yourself, the need to have pacifying perceptions no longer exist. You see, there are people that come from worlds where in this spiritual realm world, they will never be understood, because this world operates off of a matrix type, programmable type mainframe. It's like, these are the programmings. You have to go by these programmings or you're an outcast. The question about group programming, collective consciousness, collective thinking, is that the narcissist that controls the hierarchy of the group dictates what everyone else perceives. There is no sense of individuality inside of a programming society, inside of a programming group, around programming people, because everyone will expect you to live by the current and present programming. And we are all programmers. We all computer programmers. We all using C++. You see? We all using JavaScript. We have to learn how to program ourselves and not allow the conditioning of culture, the conditioning of tradition, the conditioning of society to dictate what we think. It's ludicrous. We shouldn't. Because discovering yourself is also discovering the fact that you have the capability to be an independent thinker. Unity sounds beautiful until the unifying forces are corrupt. Togetherness sounds beautiful until being together is destructive. God places everybody on this earth to experience life, to experience perceptions, to experience belief, to experience faith and understandings and perceptions. We are all spiritual beings. It doesn't take a ritual to awaken yourself. It doesn't take a ritual to manifest change in your life. It doesn't take a ritual or spell to alter your reality. Your reality is ultimately altered by the way you think, by the way you surround yourself with people who think little or think big. You have to understand your place in this matrix, obviously. Sometimes your energy may be too big for the people you're around. Most of us empathic people don't see that. We be too busy trying to help people out with our flaws and all. And we pray and we hope that these people understand our struggles as we help them understand their struggles. But there's a lot of envy, a lot of jealousy. Yes, we deal with that also. Your gift, your presence, your gifts, your energy will become too big for the people that want to remain in the previous programming. See what I'm saying? Once you change your programming, once you go from Windows XP to Windows 14, those people that are in Windows XP, they're still gonna be looking for downloads. But guess what? Microsoft don't support the software anymore. So you're stuck in that cycle. You're stuck in that programming that won't be upgraded because it's meant to die out. It's meant to be transcended. It's meant for us to let certain perceptions, certain realities go. We all are God's art on his chalkboard. And he will paint the picture for us on who we need to become. He will instill the gifts in us that we need to use. And it's all spiritual power. It really is. Once you step into that realization that that spiritual power that you really need to walk on this earth, to manifest things, it'll never be in a ritual. God don't do rituals. The universe don't do rituals. The universe just creates out of thin air, out of nothingness. That's what the universe does. It creates out of nothingness. So from nothing becomes something. That means in reality, you can come from nothing and create something. But yet we are programmed to believe that those things cannot happen. We are programmed to believe that you can get something out of nothing. Yes, you can. It's in the way that you look at the original problem. It's in the way that you calculate. It's in the way that you perceive.